Picture this. Entire cities vanish. Empires crumble like sandcastles. Generations live and die without knowing if tomorrow will bring food, safety, or fire. Humanity has always walked a thin line between survival and collapse. And yet, against all odds, we've made it here. But how? To find the answer, we have to go back, far back. Imagine a world with no roads, no machines, not even words. Just people huddled around fire, clutching stone tools, staring into the dark wilderness. That was the Stone Age. Life was not measured in years, but in heartbeats, in hunts, in the silence between predators moving through the night. But even then, something strange was happening. Our ancestors weren't just surviving, they were dreaming. They painted animals on cave walls, trying to hold on to meaning in a dangerous world. Those drawings were not art for art's sake. They were prayers. They were stories. They were proof that even in fear, the human mind reached for more. Then one of the most powerful shifts in all of history arrived. Farming. Instead of chasing deer across endless plains, people learned to grow wheat and rice. Imagine the relief. Food that stayed put. Villages grew. Families stayed together. It was like discovering the pause button in a world that had been running too fast. Farming didn't just feed people. It created time. Time to build. Time to think. Time to dream bigger. And those dreams turned into civilizations. The first cities rose along rivers in Mesopotamia, in Egypt, in India, in China. Towers and temples reached toward the sky. Writing etched memory into clay and stone. For the first time, people could pass knowledge beyond their own lifetime. Imagine being a farmer's child, growing up in the shadow of the Great Pyramid, believing your parents had built something that would last forever. But nothing lasts forever. Empires rose like mighty storms and collapsed just as quickly. Rome, Greece, Persia, dynasties of China, all reached greatness, then fell into dust. Roads that once carried armies and traders became ruins, swallowed by weeds. But even in the rubble, something survived. Ideas, the wheel, mathematics, democracy, philosophy. Imagine holding your phone today. It is built on equations scribbled down thousands of years ago by people who had no idea they would one day send rockets into the sky. Then came the Middle Ages. The fall of Rome left Europe in shadows of war, plague, and fear. Yet knowledge was never fully lost. Paper spread, printing appeared. Ideas traveled faster than ever before. Beyond Europe, brilliance thrived. Islamic scholars lit up the sciences. African kingdoms thrived on trade. Asia pushed technology further. Humanity never stopped moving forward. It just moved in many directions at once. And then the oceans opened. Ships crossed waters no one thought could be crossed. The earth shrank. People who had never met suddenly stood face to face, for better and for worse. Exploration lit the fuse, and science became the fire. Galileo tilted a telescope to the stars. Newton explained gravity as if he had peeled away the skin of the universe. Suddenly, the world wasn't just a home, it was a mystery. But the real explosion was still to come. Steam, engines, factories. The Industrial Revolution hurled people into a new world. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that what your grandparents called impossible was now everyday life. Journeys that took months became days. Work that took hundreds of hands could be done by a single machine. Humanity had discovered speed, and yet speed cut both ways. The 20th century brought wars so vast they swallowed continents. Technology made life easier, but also made destruction deadlier. Horses became tanks. Wooden boats became submarines. In less than a lifetime, people went from candlelight to electric cities, from letters carried on horseback to voices flying through radios. The world was unrecognizable, and it was changing faster than anyone could control. And then one night, the sky lit up with something humanity had never seen before. A rocket. Fire not for survival, not for war, but for escape. For the first time in history, a human left the Earth behind. In 1969, men walked on the moon. Think about it. Thousands of generations lived and died under those same stars, whispering stories about them. And suddenly, one of us was standing there, leaving footprints in the dust of another world. But this is not where the story ends. Because if we could leap from caves to the cosmos in such a short slice of time, what comes next?